Hopefully you can hear me. But I don't know where I left off or where my voice left the video, but I'm just going to go ahead and start over here really quickly. So this is my BLC Hawaiian treat, which is Richard Mueller times LC trick or treat. It's a first time bloom for me. I've got several of those. Here is a bulbophyllum that is, what is it? I think that was a gift, Trichonoides. Had this for a few years and really it was neglected. It's giving me a new growth there, as is this growth that has completed its growth. And yep, look at that. Here is a special plant. This is Isabellia virginalis. This is a species. And I bought this plant to give it a try, more or less because I had increased confidence in growing more intermediate tempered plants. And this one I had always assumed that this was a terrarium plant, and it perhaps does need high humidity in order for it to thrive. But since I've had it, which hasn't been long, maybe about a month, I have not seen any stop in growth some of the leaves have browned, but that's normal. But the roots have not browned off. They have continued. And the webbing or that hay netting that is unique to this species, which closes the mature pseudobogue, is still producing and is still alive. So I am very happy. Here's the tag. And here is an angracoid that I have. This is Orangus, or Microtangus, or there's another name for it, Camanjing, whatever. But it's an angracoid, a miniature Dorotheana. Gets little yellow flowers. Here is, I was really focusing on some of my encyclias, but I can do a lot other stuff. But this is a Dick Pippin that's unnamed, because there are several Dick Pippins, and I still have not seen anything from the two latest growths, and no new growths either, no sheaths, but the roots are enough to keep me hypnotized and excited about the plant, because the roots are nuts. Here's my Dendrobium brimarianum that I've had a couple years. Got it at Andy's. There's the tag up there. And it is giving me lots of growths. I am hoping, praying that these growths get large enough or continue or start to get big as these are. My Docrilla schoenina is giving me lots of nice growth. That is a fall winter bloomer, more winter, late winter. Of course, I'm still waiting on my Brassavolas, species and hybrids. This one seems to be like it should be blooming. There's a sheath there. Here's my big Gymnodosa, David Sander here. Not David Sander, this is George Tyler. David Sander is here. And I have a couple cucullatas here, and grandiflora. So, yeah, lots. But they are growing. And this is my recovering Jiminy cricket. These are the latest growths here. here is another. This is my amethyst, Elsie amethyst. And here's my flagellaris that I just put on top of another mount. I am hoping anxiously for the roots to attach itself to the back mount. And as an example, here's an example. Here is my cucullata, yellow. I guess this is probably appendiculata, but you see, it was originally just on this tree fern, and then I tied it to that chala wood, and it's easy to see that the roots have gone through and attached itself to the chala. There's one root right there, and there's another one. There's another. So that's a good thing, giving it more room to grow and mature. And here's my other cucullata that has roots surrounding, and the growths are coming from down there, and it's just a lot going on. But let's keep moving because I'm trying to keep it short. And this is the Colostylus falcata that I got at Andy's. That took a piece fell off, and that piece has rooted in, as gave me a new growth that I'm going to give to Josh. Here are some of my encyclia species and hybrids. This is Hamburii. Got these at H&R a couple years ago. This is Denicola. And this is Dichroma. Nice. And here's some hybrids that I have that are doing pretty good. And that one in there. Tampensis times Granatica. That's Boothiana. Here are my couple of my trichocentrums. These are Jason Fuchs that are just kind of marinating, as opposed to this, my Jonesianum that has the spike. And here are my two other trichocentrums. That's my Nanum, and here is my Lanciana. And you see it's not even on that tree fern, but look at all those roots. It's just dangling from a biha string. I mean, there's roots over on this side that are not even attached. It's crazy. What else? Yeah, this is it's a VLC. VLC, it's the same as this here. Copper Queen, Richard Mueller times Toshiaoki. This is a baby, and this is a mature plant that has previously bloomed and gave me that growth, and this growth, and that growth is giving me that one, and this one, but no blooms. This is my BC Peachbird, gave me those two sheaths. My Anceps alba is kind of struggling, but it's got a new growth in there. This one here blasted, but that is such a choice plant. I love it. Here's one of my Martianas, Rastavula Martiana. There's a new growth. Way in there. Right there. There. So I'm hopeful. I'm glad that's alive. What else is show worthy? No. Here's Encyclia edithiana. And look at the roots. This is a pot, of course, you know, Natalia. And it is on. This is giving me a couple new growths there, and there's one there. This is my Cattleya Walker Renter. Nice big fat growth. And here are some more encyclias that I got from Santa Barbara, Orchid Estate. And this is a cross. That's a magic, no. Yeah, that's Magic Wand. Magic Wand. And so on and so forth. Let's see. This is Hawaiian Kaleidoscope, BLC Hawaiian Kaleidoscope. This is a Luke Tone African Queen that is just marinating in this pot, little pot. It's a seedling rooted in there. This is still doing well. That is a Florida Suncoast, Aurelian Blush, which is Flagellaris times Lelia aurea. There's a spike, and this new growth probably will spike, and it's giving me another growth. There's my placata, Encyclia placata with that spike up there. And this is Encyclia stellata crossed with Belizensis. That is really, it's recovered really excellently. You see all the new growths and the roots that are nice. This is a Phoenicia that is coveted and by everyone. There is the clone, and it's got this matured growth, and there's another growth coming right there. This is a good thing. This is my Epidendrum parkinsonianum that bloomed for a long time, had 3 inflorescence on it. This spring, it's giving me new growths now, and I wanted to show them to you. There's too many to count. There's one bursting out there, there. 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 I know I'm missing some, but there's a lot. There is a lot. So that is a great thing. Hopefully we will get more than one spike next year or this year. Here is my adorable Bulbophyllum bicolor, and didn't bloom, unfortunately. It did give me a bud, but it blasted. But it's now starting to give me some growths, finally, that are long rhizome. As you can see, there's a rhizome, and there's growths coming up throughout the plant. So that's a good thing that it is waking up and producing new growths for future blooms. Yeah, there's a growth in there. So, okay. I'll skip this one. Here's a prize, which is my Cattleya iricolor that I've had, I don't know, maybe almost a year now. And I got this at Equigenera. Maybe it was this spring. And look at the roots. I'm loving it. Because this is a bucket list plant. And in any event, that is bulbing out. Probably going to produce a new pseudobulb soon, and that's the one that it gave me. Another thing, here I moved my Angraecum Veichi over here, just to give it a little more light, but yet it is still in shade. It does not want full sun. And I was worried about some of these browning leaves. As Ed says, that is most likely a sign of scale or some sort of infestation, but I haven't seen any yet. But I will get the hose out and clean out that gunk in there. But so far it's doing well for me. The roots are still sustaining even on the kikis. They're developing good. And I brought my alabaster out here. And it's still doing pretty good. Although it has lost a few leaves, but it is doing fairly well. This is the surprise, the Angraecum white emblem, which is Magdalena crossed with Deary Eye, in which I've killed the Deary Eye a million times and refused to buy another. So this is it for any Deary Eye. But look at the roots. There's one there, and there's one on that side. And the kiki at the base is still growing, and it's giving me a new leaf there, so fingers crossed on that. The bobos are all doing very well. This is Mandibolare. Has matured these 3 growths. Here's my Cimbadella cross, still growing with these 2 growths here. Yay. And that's my chocolate drop, Kodama. And this is my Guarianthe Borinjana. I want to point this out briefly. This difficult child, Boothly Venice. Maybe it's going to do something, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Those latest growths, that one and then this one, are seemingly very strongly reaching up, as opposed to all the others that are so wonky. Really, that's all the show that I have to do for you all that I feel is worthy. Yeah, that's about it. This is my Martin Wolf, LC Martin Wolf, that has Schilleriana in it, and that new growth. It's just continually giving me new growths this year that have matured really nicely, although it's still quite much a baby. Okay, that's about it. Here is my Onsium, but it's now Miltonia. If I'm at a chilum, I would be remiss in not talking about that. But it's still looking really nice. It's been on this mount for years since I got it, and I'm waiting on flowers or a new growth, something. Here is my Bill Worsley, which the tag is here. And this is a recovering plant as well, and it has given me that sheath, and its new growths are pushing forward really nicely and strongly, so that's looking like it's made its way past recovery. And here's my Cordigera. That looks terrible. Encyclia Cordigera. But that's about all that I have to show. Yeah, that's about it. Here's a couple of my Magdalenas right here. And there's the other, both bloom-sized. They can stand a little bit more harsher conditions as far as sun and coldness are concerned. Here is my Encyclia H.O. Rubens. It's given me a new growth and been matured. That other one from last year. This is a standard setter. No. It's a nursery rhyme. Encyclia nursery rhyme. And then here is Encyclia Garciana that is giving me a lot of nice little growths at the base. Still hoping that some of these sheaths would have given me an inflorescence, but I am patient. You have to be. What else? Hamlin's, Talawa is growing. And I've got some Prostechias down there, which are the, the dark ones. Indigo blue, and then there's the other, which is here. Still waiting on them to bloom, but they are putting up new growths. All right, I think that's it. My Hercoglossum here, Dendrobium Hercoglossum. Really nice, giving me new growths. And there's another Phoenicia here. Oh, and here's that Nodosa Remar that I got at H&R. Times Gladys, my mom. It's on this little mount. Still doing good. So that's it. I'll end with this. My cheetah that has that new growth that just came from this matured latest growth. And then there's another growth underneath. And the roots are beautiful. And there's my gumdrop. This is SLC Seagull's gumdrop right there. And there is the latest growth of the sheath. And there's my small world, Cattleya small world. All right, I'm gonna get off here. This is Gongora sanderiana that I got at Amazonica. And there is my Areopsis biloba. And it's still alive and it has matured that latest growth. So anyway, thanks for watching. And sorry for that first video. I have an idea that it was the phone calls that I was getting just interrupted the call, interrupted the live stream, and regardless of me refusing the phone call, it took away the sound, so that makes sense. It was a phone call. Phones use sound, so the smartphone thought that I was answering the phone. So that's my live here in the jungle. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your orchids. Bye.